and a very warm welcome. You are watching Janata Television and this is the English Bulletin with me, Anustha Acharya. The top stories first. UML proposes changes in statute standing committee to replace the party's Politburo committee. Maoist chairman says cabinet will get full shape in a few days, asserts cooperation with coalition partners until upcoming election. Hearing system reforms of court faces setback, automated system not implemented despite announcement of Chief Justice. Colonel Mamadi sworn in as Guinea's interim president, the nation remains suspended by African Union following coup. And Brazil legend Pelé leaves hospital after surgery, continues to receive chemotherapy. And now the news in detail. CPN-UML has proposed removing the positions of Deputy General Secretary and Politburo Committee as well as alternative central members. The proposal was made at the Statute General Convention of UML that kicked off the Lalitpur yesterday. The convention will conclude tomorrow. A report. According to the proposal presented in the convention, UML's party secretary will replace the provision of 2 deputy general secretaries within the party. Earlier, the party's 9th General Convention had provisioned 2 deputy general secretaries. According to the party statute amendment proposal presented in the General Convention, there will be a chairperson, 5 vice chairpersons, a general secretary and 6 secretaries. Likewise, the Central Committee will have 225 members if the proposal gets endorsed. Similarly, it has been proposed that Party Province Committee Chair will act as ex-official member. According to the proposal, only 10% elected members can be nominated for the central membership. Likewise, 10% of those who have defected into the UML can be nominated for the Central Committee. The UML has proposed the Politburo Committee to be replaced by the party's 41-member standing committee. As per the proposal, there will be the party secretariat led by party chair and the central office led by party general secretary. The General Convention will endorse the party statute amendment proposal, political proposal and organizational proposal. Around 6,000 representatives from around the country are attending the General Convention underway the Sunrise Conference Center, Godavari. CPN Maoist Center Chairperson Pushpakamal Dahal has said that ruling coalition partners are in consultations regarding cabinet expansion. According to Chairman Dahal, the Council of Ministers will get its full shape in the next few days. He made such remarks while addressing an assembly organized virtually by the party's Baglung chapter yesterday. In his address to the party cadres, Dahal said he had opted for unity with the CPN-UML to form a communist force to lead the country towards prosperity. However, the plan did not materialize, said Dahal. The CPN Maoist Center chair said that there is high risk of losing the achievements made after a long struggle, stating that discussions were underway to maintain the 5-party alliance until the election. He urged the party cadres to continue dialogue with the like-minded parties to achieve the goal. Chief Justice Cholendra Samser Rana had announced that all the court hearings would be decided through an automated system starting from September 1. However, 1 month has already elapsed, but the automation system has not been implemented yet. A report. Chief Justice Cholendra Samser Rana had made an announcement on August 11 that all the court hearings would be decided through an automated system from September 1. However, the automation system has not come into operation till date. Although the Supreme Court has not been able to implement the automated system immediately, it has been suggested to continue deciding court hearings through lucky draw. A study committee headed by Hari Krishna Karki had raised concerns by regarding the management of hearings.
मेरो हैसियतले प्रधान न्यायाधीशको हैसियतले उच्च र जिल्ला अदालतमा सर्कुलर गरिसकेका छु विशेष अदालतमा बाँकी छ त्यहाँ पनि सर्कुलर हुन्छ र सर्वोच्च अदालतको हकमा समिति नै गठन भइसकेको छ र त्यो गोला प्रथा भदौ 16 गतेदेखि लागू हुने गरी तयारी गर्नुपर्छ भन्ने समितिलाई म्यान्डेट दिएको छ।
Spokesperson of the Supreme Court, Baburam Dahal, informed that the automated system will come into effect after a work procedure is prepared. For this to happen, the court has to first collect suggestions and present them before the full bench of justices. According to Dahal, the new system is unlikely to come into operation soon.
बाहिर मिडियामा भने जस्तो तुरुन्तै तत्कालै अहिले नै त्यो कारण हुने सम्भावना देखिँदैन तर यसलाई सर्वसाधारणको पूर्ण बैठकले जसरी यसलाई अगाडि बढाउँछ त्यही ढङ्गले अगाडि बढ्छ र जतिसक्दो समाजको धारणा के छ भने जतिसक्दो छिटो गोला प्रक्रियामा जाने कुरामा अगाडि बढ्नुपर्छ भने जुन ढङ्गले समिति बन्यो जुन ढङ्गले प्रतिवेदन आयो त्यसलाई कार्यान्वयन गर्नको लागि उहाँ तत्परता उहाँले देखाइरहनु भएको छ.
Currently, the hearings are being done in bulk. The court has been receiving complaints that it has failed to gain the confidence of the service seekers due to the lack of transparency regarding allocation of hearings. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back. We continue with other national news. The government yesterday confirmed 898 new cases of coronavirus across the country. Following the latest round of tests, the total cases of coronavirus in the country have climbed to 795,595, while the number of active cases stands at 18,115. According to the Ministry of Health and Population, altogether 766,696 infected persons have recovered from the disease in the country. Following the recovery of 939 patients yesterday, the death toll from coronavirus has climbed to 11,148 after 13 fatalities were reported yesterday. Nepal is currently among top 44 countries that have been most affected by the pandemic. The USA tops the list with over 44.3 million confirmed cases, followed by India with more than 33.7 million cases. Coronavirus has infected more than 234 million people across the world and claimed over 4.8 million lives. And now the news from Economic Front. Nepal and India held the Joint Project Monitoring Committee meeting on post-earthquake reconstruction projects in Kathmandu recently. The meeting carried out a comprehensive review of the progress of post-earthquake reconstruction projects in housing, education, health and cultural heritage sectors in Nepal, assisted by the Indian government. According to a statement issued by the Embassy of India, both sides expressed satisfaction on the successful completion of 50,000 houses in Gorkha and Nuwakot districts of Nepal constructed under the Government of India's assistance to the housing sector. The two sides have agreed to hold the next meeting on a mutually convenient date. The JPMC mechanism was set up in August 2017 to monitor the progress of India-assisted post-earthquake reconstruction projects in Nepal. The last JPMC meeting was held on 8th March 2020 in Kathmandu. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back. Now the international news. Colonel Mamadi has been sworn is as Guinea's interim president after leading a coup which saw the overthrow of Alpha Condé. According to the BBC, the 41-year-old former French legionnaire becomes Africa's second youngest leader after Mali's Assimi Goïta, 38, who also staged a military takeover. The colonel has been barred from contesting future elections under plans to restore civil rule announced this week. The 5th September coup has been widely commended. Both West Africa body, ECOWAS and the African Union, who suspended Guinea. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Brazil legend Pelé has been released from hospital after undergoing surgery for a colon tumor. According to the BBC, the 80-year-old had the operation at Albert Einstein Hospital in Sao Paulo on 4th September. Pelé, the only player to win the World Cup 3 times, left the intensive care unit 10 days later, but was readmitted soon after as a preventative measure. His medical team say he will continue undergoing chemotherapy. Pele had been having treatment at the hospital since 31 August after the tumor was detected in routine tests. His health has been a concern in recent years. He had prostate surgery in 2015 after he was admitted to a hospital for the second time in 6 months, and he was admitted again to a urinary infection in 2019. Pele is Brazil's all-time leading scorer with 77 goals in 92 games and one of the only 4 players to have scored in 4 World Cup tournaments. Lionel Messi recently passed him as the leading South American men's scorer in international matches following a hat-trick in Argentina's World Cup qualifying against Bolivia. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin and the headlines once again. UML proposes changes in statute standing committee to replace the party's Politburo committee. Maoist chairman says cabinet will get full shape in a few days, asserts cooperation with coalition partners until upcoming election. Hearing system reform of courts faces setback, automated system not implemented despite announcement of Chief Justice. Kodolin Mamadi sworn in as Guinea's interim president, the nation remains suspended by African Union following coup. And Brazil legend Pele leaves hospital after surgery, continues to receive chemotherapy. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamachar.com. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.